And today is Monday, the 10th, I believe. We just wrote our postcards. There's Deanne. And we're heading across the street there to the corner of the island, the very tip. And we're going to go see the aquarium. I don't know where Deanne's going. I think she's going to the corner to try to cross the road to get to the other side. You can see it's a little windy out today. But anyway, there's the aquarium that we're headed to. Here's the mackerel shark. Thing is huge. Come here to the hammerhead. Okay, there's one of our sharks. There's the shark that we just saw. Pretty little face, huh? That's his body. There was our hammerhead. There's the beaked whale.
And what kind's this one? It's got a big one, Michael.
Our friendly seal. With some baby seals underneath.
This is the thresher shark.
Here's the thresher shark. And there's the killer shark. I'll go to the other side and get his face here in a moment. That's his face. What a sight. Very good looking. Very windy. You'll probably be hearing the wind blow through. There's our hotel there. I'm going to show you we're on the very tip. I hope you can see how blue the ocean really is today. We're like on a very point of roads. Again, there's Turkey across the way. I believe that's what it is. We come around. More ocean. If you remember from yesterday, there's the dome that we saw in yesterday's picture. Look at all the hundreds of umbrellas. Not as windy, nearly as windy on this side of the beach. We just happen to be out at the point. Notice how none of these umbrellas are moving, and then look at these. It's wild. Okay, what I want to do is cross land here so you can see where we are. There was the museum, graffiti written. And there's the ocean. The agony of defeat to the thrill of victory. Here's an old grave in the middle of the town of Rose. All the tombstones are very old and they're all tipping over. Back up just a little bit. We're going to continue now to the next famous site.
Here we are on the edge of Rhodes, and over here is the Governor's Palace. I have to read these because I still don't know it. The Bishop's Residence and the Church of Evangelism. It's the whole thing. You got that little angel in there. And then if you keep going around, Michael will tell me when he gets on the deer.
Go.
Michael's looking at the yacht club right now. Pretty impressive.
And there's the yacht of the yacht club. We're on the lighthouse.
This is the Agios Nikolaos Lighthouse, which is pretty neat. We went inside that yesterday. Can you focus in on that boat coming in? It's cute.
It's going out, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's going in on the other side. Then if you swing around,
Now you'll notice the little deer up on the podium here. So we go across the little channel, and there's the other little deer. Now if we pan back, you can see both little deer. Now believe it or not, this is where Colossus stood. 1 foot on each side, probably went up to about this height. We would be filming all of Colossus. This is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. He had a foot on each side right where each of the deer were. Obviously they replaced him with deer. What a shame. Too bad we couldn't have got Colossus. You can see all the boats in the harbor though. We're going to be heading down a little ways. Here was the little angel. We got the back of her just a moment ago. Here's the front side.
Instead of taking pictures.
Here's a picture of the deer up on top of the post. As you can see, there's the other side. That's where the other leg of Colossus was. We're going to be heading over to the lighthouse here in just a moment. Now that is unbelievable. Deanne wanted me to stop by and get a picture of her luxury cruise liner sitting in the harbor. And then I'll give you a picture of my luxury cruise liner sitting in the harbor. We're going to take a quick view of all the little boats in the harbor here. Kind of a wild looking boat, isn't it?
Got so much junk in it.
Okay, we're going to head down here a little bit. The harbor is cluttered today. There's a nice little small ferry boat that brings people across. Kind of try to come up the other side now. The bigger boats sit on this side. And there's Michael's boat again. At the castle.
This is the post office. And I think that's our federal building. Who's this? It's Michael. We'll do a close-up of Michael. And now we're zoom back so we can get the rest of this. I'm going to try to zoom up on the top of this building because it had some pretty neat figures, but I don't know how well they're going to come out. Oh, actually pretty well. See the top of them? It's pretty cool, isn't it? So again, we'll go down. And if you recall, these are at the top of this building, which I believe is a federal building. And we're going to zoom around, get a look. Again, here we come to this church, the Byzantine church, and out to the harbor.
Zoom up on him. Are you talking through this whole thing now?
Most of them, Michael's doing the talking with this because he wanted me to zoom up on this man.
This is one of the parks right next to where the harbor is. Dan zooming up on one of the statues here locally. We're about to mail a postcard. Hopefully we can find the post office.
Okay. We're now in downtown Greece. Actually, Rhodes. If you'll notice, all of the Lacoste signs, they're all over. No one stops for anyone. Christian Dior. Michael should be around here someplace. Good, Michael.
Okay, let's cruise. Here we are in the post office in the end. You can see he's sitting on her steps. doesn't have the camper.
All right, we're recording now. Michael's looking at the sponges. Michael and I are sitting up on the pier getting ready to eat lunch. You can see over there is part of a castle.
It's the old town. That's where we'll be heading next.
The old town, thank you. I couldn't remember. I'm just going to scan around where we've been. Now we're on the other side. The windmills right there. There's a church right there. As you can see, this is quite a busy place. Okay, we're gonna eat lunch now. Have a chip. There, you want to stand here on the chip?
Okay, we're outside of the castle there. Hopefully you can see the 5 or 6 different shades of blue in the water. We think it's awesome. We're on the edge of the castle, and we'll be going in a moment. I wanted to give you a cruise ship. There it is. See if we can get a little close-up of it. We were on the top of that baby a couple days ago. Might not have been the same one, but very beautiful out here. Let's go in and take a look at the ruins. Here we are inside the castle. See, there's like a gangway thing going that way. Here's a shot of Deanna of how she got in. Comes through right next to the water there. Okay, let's go take a look around. As you can see, here's a cannon they used to bomb the pirate ships from. And dropping down, there's all sorts of these little caverns all along the bottom. We're going to go up to this level right there on top and take a look. There we are. Yep, we're on the second level now. There's Deanne. You can see where's one of the coves. And going up, there's the lighthouse. I don't know what's up there, but we'll see. It's like just a beacon or something like that. For in the evening, when the ships come in, they'll know where their harbor is. As you can see, we're still on the second level, and if we look through the little window here, hopefully I can focus in on those little deer. There they are.
Pretty cool.
Looking through one of the little cubby holes here, we can see all the little boats down in the harbor. As this is a restricted area, we don't want to show our face too much. We get called by the police. A little more of the second tier. You can see all the boats on the other side. Oh, we just walked. There's the big steamship we just saw. And down that little gurney right there, that's all those tunnels that we were talking about. Drops about 10-15 feet right there. There's a nice picture of that cannon again. I just saw that earlier. Again, looking through another little cubby hole, we see a little... Not sure if my zoom will pick that up on the other side. I think so. You can see again all the different colors of the water. This is the little harbor where all the boats come in to dock, the ones that we just saw.
Ready Going to the old town. This is the view that you see. It's beautiful. And then you'll see, there's the old town. There's Michael. Right there. And now, here we go. The old town. This is the other side of the old town. You see? And come down. And then to there. And then here is the reindeer that Michael wanted me to take a picture of. I'll do it for him. And it's a donut. Let's see, he's very cute. Michael and I are walking up to the knight's castle. We notice he's way up there. We'll zoom in on him. Okay.
Here we are at someone's private home. Deanne is a little nervous, so she's probably a little shaky on the camera at this point. You can see the bougainvillea up on the top. Interesting architecture. Obviously there's no kids, way that there's no handrails and any more stairs here, or the kids just bounce high.
We're now recording just about to the top of this.
This is called the Castle of the Knights. You can see the archway. This is where all the knights stayed when the pirates came to attack. This is where they consummated all their plans for the counterattack.
We're now looking at the Castle of the Knights. We'll walk over here. You can see both of them through the archway. We walk back. We look on that. You can see the archway. The wind's blowing, just about blew me over. Through here. Come around.
Yeah.
There's Michael ducking away. See if Michael stands up next to that. Another alley. And we'll go down here. Incredible work on that, isn't it? Alright, we're going up the column now. There's that. You see that we'll come back down to this. We'll go over. And up there is the sea. We just came up from here. He's reading the map.
He's lost.
We're lost? Ruh-roh. Let's take a look at this map and see where we are.
We're here at the Palace of the Grand Master, somehow known as Castle of the Knights. We're going to go down here and get a better view.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Here's the rest of this castle that we're looking at. I'm going close-ups of this. You can tell it's really cool. Alright, we're now standing on the other side of the archway that we came up, and here's a close-up of their coat of arms for the knight's castle. Again, the wind's blowing up, so I'm going to have to let go. This is a better picture of those two towers that we took where we're looking through underneath the arch. You can see it comes down around here, all the way. Let's stand back around and we'll get a closer view. Go down. We just finished coming out of the Knight's Castle. Now we're going to show you sort of what the streetways look like. Can you see there's Michael? They have just about everything in the world you can imagine to buy. Let's looking at some belts now. You can hear the baby in the background. We're going to scan up and down here again real quick.
I think this is the Bristantine Church. I don't think the clock works. You never know. It just might. Probably have to walk up to the top of there. There's Deanne walks the other side of the shop. There she is. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. I just hope I don't trip on these cobblestones.
Alright, good step someone wants to get up here.
Give a little view of the place as we go. And then we come out into civilization, but there she is. This is where they catch AIDS over here in Greece, the municipal baths. And there's the entrance. It's actually a pretty neat building it's in. Here we are inside a museum of something. We're not really sure the name of it. It's pretty neat though. You'll be heading up those stairs in just a moment. Here we are outside of the old town. Maybe now we're outside. That's the wall, there's the road that you would take to go through. Leanne had just filmed into there. It's very pretty though. A lot of greenery. And here actually is the old town. All those people are going into the old town. Here we are on the back side of the castle. This is the wall of the old part of town.
Recording. Here's Michael and I. We're on our last day in Rhodes. And we thought this is a pretty good view.
We've got a little investment today.
This is what we're riding all over. Anyway, here's the outside wall to the old town. Michael's back. We've just made a complete circle. Now I got a little closer on the building across there with Michael in the front of us. If you notice, that's where we visited yesterday. It's really neat, isn't it? That's the Knight's Tower, I believe, right there. It's pretty incredible. That's it.
Bye. Okay, here we are at the Acropolis of Rhodes. Deanne said that this is the meeting place for Rhodes. There you can see Deanne looking at the map with our little Vespa.
We're trying to figure out where we're going.
Why don't you point on the map, Deanne, where we're going?
Well, find it first.
Where are we? Whatever, let's just continue.
It's very dangerous. Let's go very slow.
And you probably can see we're all fenced in from here. But you get a beautiful shot of the ocean in the background. We're up on a very tall hill here. We're gonna go take a look at the theater. Here's a shot from the other side of the Acropolis. Here's Deanne taking a picture, which I just took. A duplicate. We pan to our left. You'll see some stairs coming down. And down below is a huge amphitheater. We're heading down to the amphitheater now. And still we have a great view of like the ocean.
Alright, we are now at the Acropolis of Rhodes. Just prior to this we were on top where the columns are, which you can't see right now.
This is the Temple of Apollo.
I thought it was the Acropolis.
That's on top. This is the Temple of Apollo and the stadium. No football game today.
We're now doing a scan to show what surrounds the Temple of Apollo. Just so that you can see. We're on the top and it's very open. And there's Michael. He's going to be our gladiator for the day. He thinks he's walking away. Here we are on top of the Ilios. There's Michael standing over there. This is apparently the Montessori. We're going to come around here and take a picture. I want to go close up to here. Well, that's really beautiful. We'll come back. This is the top of this part where Michael was standing in front of. You see, that's really gorgeous. Part. Here we are on top of the Ilios and the Montessori, and we're just kind of coming around the view that they have. It's incredible. They're literally on top and have a panoramic view of all sides, which we'll get later. Now we'll go inside where you'll see Michael and the archways. And we'll try to go up and get a little bit of that. And come back down. And there's Michael. We're going to the next room now. Here we are. We're still going around the monastery. And if you see up there, that's the ocean back there. I hope you can see it. And then this is pretty common to have a tree path like this up here, which is really interesting because they all lead to the edge. I'm going to come around. Again, we're on the other side of the monastery. We came up in the front. Here's Michael. He's standing in the back side of the monastery. He just waved. Here we are inside. You know, this is beautiful, beautiful. There's Michael. As you can tell, it's very gorgeous. Coming down again along the inside. This is one of the corridors. These are underneath the corridors. You notice? We are on the other side. You notice how beautiful it is. The Bougainvillea church. Come down to the step. And this is where Michael is up there. See him? Now we're going to come back. Go up above him, you have the tower. Come down below him. Here. Again, here's kind of like a panoramic view. We're getting higher and higher. I'm not going to stay here too long because we're not supposed to be doing this. So, we'll say goodbye. And a little bit further distance. We'll zoom it again so you can get the full perspective of the towers up there. Side. You can see Michael. It's much more beautiful with all the bougainvillea. And he's going through there. And here's a panoramic view. Not much going on here, other than we come upon a tree-lined path, again, going to the skirts of the top of the mountain. I'm going to do a close-up, come down.
Here's the tip of where we are. Standing from the top of Ilios. That's as much as we can get.